They taught us Columbus discovered America. But America was never lost.
Long before Columbus was born, millions lived, built, and remembered on this land.
From temple tops, they mapped the stars and understood the seasons better than any invader would. They weren't wild. They had cities, medicine, and laws more advanced than 15th century Europe. They sailed. They had boats, solar compasses, and star maps.
Columbus didn't discover anything. He encountered civilizations he couldn't even comprehend.
Proof? It's everywhere. They just never wanted you to see it.
It wasn't forgotten blossom. It was buried. In blood, war, and
They didn't lose because they were ignorant.
The story you know is just a lie told too many times.
Children learn to read nature like a living book. Every leaf, every wind, a hidden message.
In vast villages, hundreds lived in harmony beneath great wooden longhouses. From stone observatories, they tracked the sun and moon, masters of celestial time.
Deep in the forest, secret councils made decisions for entire nations.
In long wooden canoes, they sailed mighty rivers, binding lands together. They painted giants into the earth, art only the sky could see. Yet all of this was erased, dismissed by those who came later.
Their history rewritten, as if they had never existed. The truth was never lost. It only waited to be told again.
They built great cities on the plains. No one taught them how.
They traded across a continent, from deep forests to blazing deserts. With only gesture and gaze, they struck deals of peace and power.
they did not write with letters, but with symbols and living memory.
Women held the secrets of healing, body, soul, and spirit alike.
In every dance, they touched the earth, and the earth answered back. This land was not just home. It was a living part of their soul. When Europeans arrived, they saw no civilization, only resources to take. They fought not just for land, but for memory, for language, for tomorrow. True history lives not in books, but in the blood of those who remain. They were driven from their ancestral lands, driven by fierce soldiers with spears and bayonets.
But no blade could silence the names of their ancestors.
They erased more than words.
Yet every song, every story still lived.
They vanished from the map, but not from true history.
Sometimes, survival itself is the fiercest resistance.
From ashes, a new generation rises, carrying the call of ancestors.
No one can bury a civilization that once blazed like the sun.
They no longer whisper the past, they shout the present!
Truth doesn't need discovering. It only needs to be heard.
Every footprint whispered their truth. We were always here. Beneath dust and denial, thousands of years of brilliance await.
No one discovered America. They were just late.
They came with weapons. Natives carried 10,000 years of wisdom.
Not wilderness. Harmony once ruled these lands. They didn't need discovery. They needed recognition.
Not to glorify conquerors, but to remember the forgotten.
Silence never lasts forever. Truth finds its voice.
They are no longer a closed chapter, but the prologue to something greater.
They did not vanish. They became wind, soil, and story. The rivers still carry their memories, flowing forward.
Every feather was a story, and stories cannot be stolen.
You can burn maps, but memory, it endures.
They didn't just survive. They mastered the land.
With bare feet, they walked through centuries, leaving deeper marks than empires.
They were silenced, but never forgotten.
Don't ask who discovered America. Ask who was taken from it.
Truth doesn't wound. Silence does.
This is not the end. It's the beginning, written in truth. Empires may fall, but culture never dies. They needed no compass. Their hearts already knew the way.
No one taught them the stars. They taught the stars their names.
Their language was outlawed, yet their words still ride the wind.
The greatest crime wasn't conquest, it was rewriting the truth. No one can discover a land already watched over for millennia.
The soil remembers blood, but still, the trees grow.
Maps lie, but the sky, the rivers, and the mountains do not. Truth doesn't need apology. It needs to be told, clearly and without fear.
They etched legends into stone, whispers of the earth that speak across ages. In the heart of the forest, nature's sounds recall the tales of a bygone era.
History isn't confined to pages. It lives in every breath, every heartbeat.
By night, the heavens recount both the tragedy and triumph of their forebears through twinkling stars. Every promise of the ancestors is inscribed in stone, awaiting the moment to unlock truth. In the embrace of mist, memories never fade. They endure, timeless. They simply had to look forward, toward the horizon, where truth awaits. Rebellion was not only in deeds, but in hearts that refused to yield.
They transformed each passing moment into a journey of soul liberation.
With every breath, they affirm, truth will never remain silent.
In their collective dream, they saw a day when truth would rise above myth.
It was not Columbus, but indigenous spirits who inscribed their names upon this land.
This hand sowed life long before the other set foot upon these sands.
The ocean did not divide the world. It joined souls facing the same sun. They were never found, Asapims, because they were never lost.
True history is the whisper of those the world forgot.
No one discovered America. She was always here, living and breathing. Each star above is an ancestor telling a story.
A civilization never needed discovery, only to be heard.
Now is the time for ancient truths to step into the light.
They needed no map to name each river and mountain by its spirit.
No flag, no ship, no blade could extinguish the fire within them.
America was never discovered. She awakened.
Truth was never buried. It merely waited to be named.
History did not begin with the ships. It had long been beating.
Each gust of wind carries echoes of thousands who lived and loved.
They did not need to be enlightened, for they were the light within the dark.
There was no new world. Only a world mistaken as new by strangers.
We do not look to we return to the truth that never.
They built their world with memory and heartbeat, not with blueprints. This was once a kingdom, with no throne, only harmony.
Each feather was a vow, to earth, to sky, to ancestor.
No one could tame the spirit. It was born free.
Life here was never erased. It rises again.
Nothing was ever found, only purposefully forgotten. The memory of ancestors was carved in stone, needing no alphabet.
They never vanished. They became the land, the water, the song.
Every step was a prayer. Every print, a testament.
History was not written in books, it lived.
History was never lost, just buried beneath silence. Join us at Primal Legends to unearth what they never